My wife. Meet my second wife. My Achalugo.
Your second what? Will you take her from this
Hey! Are you mad? How dare you try to lay your filthy hands on my latest new wife? Are you mad?
Papa, he got a new wife. Am I not beautiful enough to be his one and only wife?
You have no right to lay your hands on my daughter-in-law. Don't lay your hands on my daughter-in-law.
Papa.
My daughter, I brought these two things for you before I met this incident, so that you choose between this and this. This is a can of water and this is a perfume.
Okay, I will choose this, Papa.
Why did you choose the perfume instead of the can of water?
Because this perfume is expensive, is classy, and it can make someone smell good.
Wow, very good. You choose it because it can make you smell nice and expensive and classy, but the only purpose it serves is to make one smell nice. Now, look at this water. It serves multiple purposes. By the time you use this water to take your shower, it makes you smell nice. By the time you use this water to wash off a dirt, it cleans off the dirt. By the time you use this water to cook, it makes you eat. By the time you are thirsty, you drink water. Sometimes, if the weather is so hot, you use water to calm yourself. It is also used to produce ice block and a lot of things. But why am I saying all this in essence? The reason I am telling you this is for you to understand your role as a wife. You are supposed to play multiple roles in your marriage, and by so doing, you become a necessity to that marriage, not an option. Do you know that perfume serves an optional purpose? For one to buy a perfume, that person has to be financially stable. Let me ask you a very important question. If you have $100 in your account and there is no water anywhere, no perfume anywhere for free, and they tell you a can of water is $100 and a perfume is $100, perhaps you are extremely thirsty at that point in time. What will you use that $100 to buy?
A can of water.
So that you quench your thirst.
Yes.
Why? Because you need it for survival.
Yes.
Make yourself that wife that your husband cannot survive without. Otherwise, he gets second option. By the time you fail to play your role as a very good housewife, your husband will be left with no choice than to look for who will become that necessity. As a married woman, your role is beyond having an affair with your husband. You are supposed to be in charge of your children's upbringing. You are supposed to be in charge of cooking for your husband and so many other house chores. But when they got married to you, you got deceived by your beauty. A lot of people were praising your husband right before your presence, letting him know that he married the most beautiful girl in town. And that made you got carried away. What do you always do? You started disrespecting your husband. You started sitting here, crossing legs and doing nothing at home. Sometimes I felt ashamed to see my son playing in the house. Sometimes I felt ashamed to see my son washing the plates, and sometimes he washes the clothes, whereas his wife is there doing nothing. The worst part of it is that he cooks for you to eat. All because you feel as a beautiful and elegant lady that your husband cannot survive without you. But you never knew that the beautiful ones are not yet born. And here he is today with another beautiful woman. And this message is for you both. Not just for you alone. but for her inclusive. Understand that the same way perfume is highly expensive, classy, and nice, and people are rushing to have it, that is the same way that water is most important, but they all look the same if you look at them. They are all whitish in color, liquid in form, but serves different purposes. If the major reason for marriage is to have an affair with a woman, people would have started patronizing robots to use them for having an affair. But what makes you a housewife, not a robot, is your ability to understand the marital role. Because in few years to come, perhaps both of you will no longer having affair as husband and wife. Both of you will not look attractive to each other. But that character of yours, good character of yours, will be there forever. That respect you are respecting your husband, how you see him as your leader, will be there forever. That your role as a mother will be there forever. Perhaps you'll be benefiting from the good upbringing you gave to your children, because they will come of age to take care of you as a mother. What if you got carried away? At this point in time, when you have all the opportunity to fix things, to make things right, but you decide to abandon them, you have all it takes. Beauty alone cannot hold marriage, but your character is most important thing, highly most important than your physical beauty. You insult your husband, you make him not to have peace of mind. On so many occasions, he claims that he travels. He goes to hotel and lodge because he feels bad whenever he comes back home. I called him to sit him down and talk to him. What did he tell me? That he goes to watch football matches. Even after the matches, he watches highlights till midnight, because each time he thinks about coming home, tears drop from his cheek. Why? Because he has a wife who makes herself option instead of making herself a necessity. You are lucky that your husband only went in and bringing second wife. What if he was a man who considered adultery as second option? When you feel your role and your duty as a housewife, what if he decides to go out there and cheat on you with another woman, perhaps bringing all sorts of diseases to infect you with, because you felt your duty as a wife is only to have an affair with your husband, which is completely not going entirely with the reason for marriage. Marriage is a bond, and as a wife you play multiple roles. That is only one of the roles of a wife, having an affair. Because on countless occasions, what do you keep on telling him? What style have I not been giving you? It's not only, it doesn't end on affair. It doesn't end there. Just like water will serve the purpose of perfume and still serve so many other purposes. Even though the water will not effectively serve the purpose of perfume, but it will serve the purpose of perfume and serves too many other purposes. And that makes it necessity in human life. That is the way a second wife can serve that purpose of having an affair, where you are an expert, and still serve other purposes. And then some people have water and at the same time they have perfume. If they need that perfume and yet they need that water that will serve different purposes, so you make yourself water and he now has to you make yourself a perfume. He now has to see her as water that will complement you in serving those other purposes that you are having lapses, and you remain that perfume maybe for having an affair. You are an expert. It doesn't end with her. I have to come back to you, my son. So many of us fail to realize that every bigger honor comes with much bigger responsibility. You want to get married to 2 wives, then get ready with what comes with it. It is indeed necessary for you to maintain justice among the 2 of them. Otherwise, whatever you are doing, the repercussion is waiting for you ahead of time, and you might not like the consequences. Failure to maintain justice among the both of them, the house will become a living hell for you. But the fact you maintain justice and love them equally, see both of them as your wives, do not discriminate among any of them. Whatever you buy for Mr. A, you must buy that for Mr. B, because you call both of them your wives.
But she has to be useful. She has to be useful to me.
Whether she is or not, hence she remains your wife. She is your sole responsibility that you continue to provide for her as a husband. And that same way as your husband, he remains your husband. Whether married to you alone or to more than one person, it is also your sole responsibility to ensure that you respect him. See him as that husband, so that he will see you as water, which is a necessity to human life, not as perfume that you chose earlier. And as for you that is coming, I want you to see this lady here as your co-wife. You are not better than her. They only brought you here to be a helper to her, not somebody who is completely better than her or otherwise. Do not see her as your rival. Rather, see her as your companion, the same way you see your husband. Look at her with love. Have a peaceful coexistence with her. Build a happy family that your children all will grow up to be proud of. Confuse your children, let them not even know who amongst you is their true biological mother. Let them grow up knowing fully well that they have a father with two beautiful damsels as their mothers. By so better than you
it won't be easy for him to find another woman who will respect him more than you do.
Of family that both of you will be proud of. She is like a sister to you, whereas she is like a sister to you as well. These are the gifts I brought to you. This is important, and this is very much important. I am not giving you these things to use, but I am presenting this to you as a solution to the problems you are having. Each time you get angry, you want to shout at your husband, go and look at these things. It will make you remember this thing. It will make you have a rethink. Preserve them in the best place. Put them in the best place you can ever put them. Use them to transfer this knowledge to your unborn children. When you give birth to them, pass the message forward. Keep this perfume and this water in a well-reserved place.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you.
God will bless all your union, and God will bless you both.
Amen.
The three of you, my son and his two wives. I wish you peaceful coexistence.
Amen. Thank you, Papa. Thank you very much. My husband, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the troubles I've caused you. This is all my fault. Had it been I played my role as a wife perfectly, he wouldn't have gotten a second wife. I'm sorry, my husband. I've learnt my mistake. Henceforth, I will be as important as water in your life. Please forgive me for all the troubles I've caused you.
It's fine. I'm just glad that I have a father like that. He just sees everything that I always had in my mind for a long time, and everything I have been telling you. This woman I brought here as my second wife is not a replacement. Don't say it as that. I just brought her because of the things you couldn't do as a wife. The things you left me alone doing all the chores and everything, as even me being the husband. That is why I brought her. But don't see her as a competition. See her as a helping hand. And I hope this can make us coexist together and love each other and be one family and grow as one. Okay? I forgive you. I came in here with hate in my heart. But after listening to the words of my father, I have understood more about life. I am calm now, but I don't regret my decision, friend, because I know it's going to help us build a stronger family. Okay?
You're welcome to the family.
Alright, let us go inside, okay?